Could a Tyrannosaurus Rex take down an African elephant in a battle of titans? We're about to find out as we pit the most fearsome predator of the Cretaceous period against one of today's largest land animals in an epic showdown millions of years in the making. Before we get to our main event, let's set the stage by introducing some of the most awe-inspiring creatures to ever walk the earth, the prehistoric powerhouses that once ruled the planet. These ancient behemoths were truly a sight to behold, dwarfing many of the animals we know today. Picture, if you will, the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex, the tyrant lizard king itself, standing up to 40 feet long and 12 feet tall at the hip. With a massive skull filled with bone-crushing teeth, T-Rex was the apex predator of its time. Its powerful legs allowed it to reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour in short bursts, while its keen senses and binocular vision made it a formidable hunter. But T-Rex wasn't the only giant carnivore roaming prehistoric landscapes. Enter the Spinosaurus, possibly the largest of all carnivorous dinosaurs. This bizarre-looking creature could reach lengths of over 50 feet and weigh up to 20 tons. With its distinctive sail-like structure on its back and elongated crocodile-like snout, Spinosaurus was uniquely adapted for a semi-aquatic lifestyle, hunting both on land and in water. And let's not forget the true titans of the dinosaur world, the sauropods. Among these long-necked giants, Argentinosaurus stands out as potentially the largest land animal to have ever existed. Measuring up to 100 feet in length and weighing as much as 80 tons, this herbivorous colossus would have made the ground tremble with each step. These prehistoric powerhouses were marvels of evolution, each with its own set of adaptations that allowed them to thrive in their respective environments. T-Rex, for instance, possessed not only its famous bone-crushing bite, but also surprisingly keen senses. Its eyes were positioned for binocular vision, giving it excellent depth perception, crucial for judging distances when hunting prey. Its olfactory bulbs were also highly developed, suggesting a keen sense of smell that may have rivaled that of modern-day vultures. Spinosaurus, on the other hand, had adaptations that made it a master of both land and water. Its long, narrow snout was filled with conical teeth, perfect for catching slippery fish, while powerful arms and claws could have been used to snag prey from the water's edge. The iconic sail on its back may have served multiple purposes, from temperature regulation to display. As for Argentinosaurus, its sheer size was its greatest adaptation. At such enormous proportions, adult Argentinosaurus would have been virtually immune to predation. Its long neck allowed it to reach vegetation high in the treetops, while its massive digestive system could process vast quantities of plant matter to fuel its enormous body. But these adaptations weren't just about survival. They also contributed to the sheer intimidation factor of these prehistoric giants. Imagine the terror a T-Rex could inspire, its thunderous footsteps announcing its approach long before its massive form came into view. The sight of its enormous jaws, filled with serrated teeth the size of bananas, would have been enough to send most prey animals fleeing in panic. Spinosaurus, with its crocodile-like snout and sail rising majestically from its back, must have been an equally imposing sight. Whether lurking in shallow waters or stalking along riverbanks, this dinosaur would have cut a fearsome figure in the prehistoric landscape. And while Argentinosaurus may not have been a predator, its immense size alone would have commanded respect. The ground would have shaken with each step of this colossal creature, its long neck swaying high above the treetops as it moved through its Cretaceous world. These prehistoric powerhouses were true marvels of nature, pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible in terms of size and adaptations. They dominated their ecosystems for millions of years, evolving into forms that continue to captivate our imaginations to this day. But how would these ancient titans fare against some of the most impressive creatures of our modern world? That's the question we're here to explore today, as we pit the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex against one of nature's current heavyweights, the African elephant. On one side, we have the undisputed king of the dinosaurs. T-Rex was a predator like no other. With a bite force estimated to be more powerful than that of any land animal alive today, its massive skull, up to 5 feet long, housed a brain larger than that of most other dinosaurs, suggesting a level of intelligence that may have made it an even more effective hunter. On the other side, we have the African elephant, the largest land animal walking the earth today. These magnificent creatures can weigh up to 13,000 pounds and stand up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder. They're known for their intelligence, complex social structures, and, when necessary, their formidable fighting abilities. Both animals are impressive in their own right, but how would they match up in a hypothetical encounter? Let's break it down. Size and strength. While T-Rex was taller, it's potentially reaching heights of 20 feet, the African elephant has the advantage in terms of weight. A full-grown bull elephant could weigh twice as much as the average T-Rex. This extra mass would give the elephant a significant edge in any physical confrontation. Weapons. T-Rex's primary weapon was its enormous jaw, capable of delivering bone-crushing bites. The elephant, on the other hand, has its tusks, which can grow up to 8 feet long, and its powerful trunk, capable of lifting weights of up to 700 pounds. Intelligence. While it's difficult to compare the intelligence of extinct and living species, modern elephants are renowned for their problem-solving abilities, emotional intelligence, and complex social behaviors. This could potentially give them an edge in outmaneuvering a T-Rex. Stamina. Elephants are known for their endurance, capable of traveling long distances and engaging in extended conflicts when necessary. T-Rex, a likely an active predator, may not have had the same level of sustained energy. Defense. The elephant's thick skin, up to 1.5 inches thick in places, would provide some protection against T-Rex's teeth. Conversely, T-Rex had no real defense against the elephant's tusks or the crushing force of its feet. So, who would come out on top in this clash of titans? Well, it's impossible to know for sure, given the elephant's size advantage, formidable weapons, and potentially superior intelligence. It might just have the edge in this prehistoric showdown. But perhaps the more important question is not who would win, but what we can learn from comparing these magnificent creatures. Both T-Rex and the African elephant represent the pinnacle of evolution in their respective times. They remind us of the incredible diversity of life that has existed on our planet and the amazing adaptations that can arise given enough time and the right environmental pressures. As we marvel at the power and majesty of these animals, both extinct and living, we're reminded of the importance of preserving the biodiversity we still have today. The African elephant, despite its size and strength, faces numerous threats in the modern world, from habitat loss to poaching. By protecting these living wonders, we ensure that future generations will still have magnificent creatures to compare to the dinosaurs of the past. In the end, whether it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex or an African elephant, each represents a triumph of nature's ingenuity. They stand as testaments to the incredible potential of life on Earth, inspiring us to look at the world around us with renewed wonder and respect. So the next time you see an elephant, whether in a zoo or on a nature documentary, take a moment to appreciate not just its size and strength, but its place in the long, awe-inspiring history of life on our planet.